Hacker 4chan, the world's greatest detective, cracked the case. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious. And today, on boards.4chan.org/poll/thread, specifically thread 2236836969. Nice. Here we have a very interesting thread. Maxwell celebration thread. Daily Mail made an article based on our deductions. Hacker 4chan cracked a mystery. I tipped them off 5 hours ago after we finished our last thread. I was in conversation with them and they decided to make an article. For those of you that don't know, so Ghislaine Maxwell was a close associate of Jeffrey Epstein, the person who was convicted of trafficking among other crimes. Now, there was a bit of controversy as a photo was going around. However, there was some weird things about this photo. People looked into it and a bunch of details didn't add up, leading people to think that the photos might be fake. They might be photoshopped. Some people even say maybe she knew about the photos and was posing, which would explain some of the discrepancies. Now, Hacker 4chan has been on the case looking into this, and it would seem that they've cracked it. They've made a bunch of observations, and now the Daily Mail itself decided to run an article because of Detective 4chan's work. Now, before we look into this, monetization on my channel has been completely disabled. I am no longer able to run ads. That is why you can support me on Patreon or Subscribestar, and there's also PayPal and Bitcoin options. The next best thing you can do is share these videos on social media, as websites are deranking and deboosting red-pilled content. So let's take a quick look at the headline. Daily Mail, exclusive. Ghislaine Maxwell staged in-and-out photo in Los Angeles with her close friend and attorney, using confidante's dog Dexter in the snapshot. The first picture of Ghislaine Maxwell in more than 3 years was staged by her close friend and attorney, Leah Safan. DailyMail.com has learned exclusively. Maxwell, 57, was photographed at an In-N-Out burger joint in Los Angeles, and the photo was published on Thursday. In the photo, Maxwell is seen staring at the camera with a tray of food and 2 drinks. A dog, understood to be Safan's dog named Dexter, is at her feet. Safan, 60, is president of Meadowgate Media Investments Incorporated, according to public records. Now, all of this was revealed by 4chan, so let's check out the thread. Anon says, I'm so happy right now. You made this possible, Anons. I'm proud of you. Anon says, based Polex made the news. Congratulatory bump. Anon says, quick rundown, Maxwell gonna talk? Here Anon says, this is it. Pole is actually seizing control of the narrative. Timeline is being corrected, lads. Anon says, the absolute state of legacy media. 4chan is evil nuttooth. But let's publish their investigations. So what exactly did 4chan find out? Well, it's simple. You see, according to the photograph's metadata, reviewed by DailyMail.com, the photograph is tagged with Meadowgate, which confirms that the photo was staged, and it was most likely staged by Safane, because they work at Meadowgate. And it's in the metadata. These dummies weren't even smart to scrub the metadata from the photo. So here's the quick rundown from a friendly Anon. Rundown. 1. Epstein dies, leaving Ghislaine as the only person capable of bringing down big names in royalty, politics, business, etc. She has been found to have been staying until recently outside of Boston with the CEO of a shipping company who's linked to the military. Everyone in the media, social media, etc. are all looking for Ghislaine. Suddenly, out of nowhere, the New York Post published a handful of photographs of Ghislaine sitting outside in In-N-Out burger restaurants in central Los Angeles, appearing to be calm and grinning. 5. Weirdly, 1. The camera isn't taking the photo, isn't an iPhone, but it is pretty good quality. 2. The random passerby apparently recognized Ghislaine, and G confirmed it was her. 3. The person taking the photos apparently did so several minutes apart, change of diners, different angles, etc. 4. Ghislaine was apparently happy to let the random passerby know which book she was reading, which happened to be about CIA secret agents, reading out the full title to them. 5. Some photographs show clear signs of amateurish photoshopping. 6. The main photograph used by the press includes a bus stop in the background, with an advertising board featuring a poster for the Good Boys movie, released very recently. However, this poster isn't on that board in real life, and has been shopped there probably to make it look recent. 6. Anons find metadata for the photo, which links to a company called Meadowgate Media. 7. Top search result is an LA-based audio editing company, ran by some boomer who has nothing to do with it. Another Anon finds another company in LA called Meadowgate Media Investments, which is owned by a lawyer who previously represented Maxwell's brother in a 1990s fraud case in London. 8. More searching finds that the dog in the social media photos of the lawyer is the same dog as in the photos with Ghislaine, apparently taken recently. 4chan is truly the world's greatest detective. Through the sheer power of concentrated autism, 4chan was able to find the truth. Do you realize how amazing this is? The media couldn't figure it out. The independent journalists couldn't figure it out. But a bunch of young men online shitposting on an image board were able to figure out all of these details, and they've absolutely cracked the case. The photos were staged, the photos were photoshopped. Something is going on, and we know who's behind it. Meadowgate. This is real detective work. Here Annan says, if that is the intention behind the photo, it seems like a really amateur way to go about it. Maybe it was a rush job, who knows? What's strange is that the other photos have such obvious signs of photoshopping, while the bus stop poster is pretty well done, and according to the Annans who analyzed the photo for shopping, showed no signs of having been added as a layer or whatever. What's too surreal to be a coincidence is Ghislaine is reading a book in the photograph about secret CIA agents, including celebrities/stars. It looks like a large book to carry around while out with a friend. Question is what Ghislaine is implying by not only reading it, but also wanting to make it public. That she is reading it. Book's title isn't visible in images. It's all pretty interesting. Here Annan says, these fuckers took our work and posted it as their own. Which is why I'm making this video. The whole world must know. It wasn't the Daily Mail that cracked the case. It was hacker 4chan, the hero in the shadows, exposing the truth of this world. Polls politically incorrect. So who exactly was Maxwell? Well, I looked at the Daily Mail article and it says right here, Maxwell 57, described as the madam of the house by a former housekeeper at Epstein's mansion in Palm Beach, Florida, has strenuously denied any wrongdoing. I think she's guilty as charged. I think she knew exactly what Epstein was doing, and I think she's full of it, especially if she's staging all these fake photos. Wow, they have a very interesting relationship here. Kevin Maxwell is the brother of Ghislaine and the chosen successor of their late father, Robert Maxwell. Along with another brother, Ian Maxwell, the pair were charged with fraud in the mid-90s after allegedly plundering millions from the pension funds of Robert Maxwell's newspaper employees to prop up their indebted family business empire. Kevin and Ian Maxwell were acquitted in the case. Not only that, Robert Maxwell himself died in 1991 in mysterious circumstances after presumed to have fallen overboard from his yacht. Yeah, okay, that all sounds completely legitimate. What a dirty family. What a dirty history. The world must know it was 4chan. I really doubt they're going to approve my comment, but it's worth a try. Well, my friends, that's pretty much the story. I think it's obvious that 4chan doesn't get enough credit for their deductive skills, but that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Are you amazed by hacker 4chan as I am? What do you think about the fact that they basically cracked the case? And now we all know about Ghislaine Maxwell's staged photos. Be sure to let me know. Just a reminder, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. There are different tiers, you can choose whatever you wish. Doing so will give you access to Fight Club, a private Discord server. There's also PayPal and Bitcoin, as you well know. If you prefer a physical product, you can check out my affiliate link for magnetic MacBook Pro covers. They cover your camera on your MacBooks. They're very stylish. There's even a NyanCat version. Merch will be coming. I am looking into commissioning artists. But now it's time for our Q&A session with Mr. Obvious. Here Typhoon Negator says, I've been seeing mention of a YouTuber union in the wake of so many content creators being demonetized. Do you know if anyone has put any thought into a convention for demonetized YouTubers? Something like a demonic con. And would you consider being part of something like that if it were to take place? I think that is a great idea for YouTube creators who've been demonetized. I'm not sure how much it would actually accomplish. It would need to be under good management, of course. I think it would make more sense if it was some sort of joint video uploading operation, like you run the cons, everyone makes a special video about demonetization and how YouTube is screwing them over, and then even people who don't come can participate. Would I go personally? I don't think I can. School to worry about, and with demonetization, I really don't think my budget is open to traveling. It is a good idea though, and I would like to see such a con. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.